1. Location. Since the address is Yongsan Port, I thought it was a place with shops lined up in a seaside port, but that's not true. It was an isolated store in a deserted field. It was strange because it wasn't on the beach, but if you walk about 5 minutes from the store, there is a boat dock on the canal, only this house's boat is docked. There is ample parking space in the yard. It's not a place you can get to by taxi/bus, since it's a remote place, it might be difficult to call a taxi. The staff was also worried about whether there would be a return car. I think I'll have to use a rental car/motorcycle, but I think it's too far to get there by motorcycle. 2. Required to call before making a reservation. Business hours are 8 to 17 p.m., but these are the same as the operating hours of an oyster restaurant. Boat tours do not operate several times a day. On the day I went, there was only one time at 13:30 in the afternoon. I called the morning of the day to check the tour time and made a reservation through Klook. We can barely communicate in English. As simply as possible, what time is the boat tour today? It would be better to say something like how many of us are, using a combination of words in Chinese. I communicated in English, but since it was 1 o'clock, I thought we were told to come 10 minutes early, but the boat tour was at 1:30 and we had to meet at 1:15. We must gather early, receive life jackets, and depart for the dock. So, you need to go at least 15 to 20 minutes early. Go early and show the QR code at the counter to get a ticket. Please tell me what time to meet. 3. Boat tour. Take a boat ride through a wide canal with an oyster farm and listen to the captain's explanation. It seemed like the explanation was very humorous and interesting, but I was disappointed that I couldn't understand it because I was a foreigner. It was nice just to look at the canal. We take a boat to a small island and walk along the promenade together with the captain. The trail is only half completed, so it is short. It would be even better when a deck that goes around the island is completed. Get off at the island briefly, walk for about 20 minutes, and then take the boat back. The boat stops midway and selects 1 or 2 guests to take out a net containing farmed oysters. You can see oysters that are 1.5 years old. By the way, there is a bathroom on the boat. You have to bring water with you. 4. Grilled oyster buffet. You can grill oysters for an hour with unlimited refills, but the firepower is low, so it's difficult to grill 2 bowls. The table next to me barely ate the first bowl of oysters they were served in an hour. We ate 2 bowls and were the last customers. It seems like the group of guests who were on the same boat came in advance and ate grilled oysters first. I thought you had to open your mouth to eat oysters, but when they were roughly grilled, you used 2 clams to open the mouth and eat them. Because I didn't know that, I called in the morning to express my interest and reserved seats for the eco boat tour rides. I got in 15 minutes earlier before it started at 1400 hours. Redeeming the tickets was an easy and smooth process. I enjoyed the wonderful ride, especially when the tour guide and the captain were commenting about the oysters farming, Goshangong Lighthouse, ecology, fish, and crabs. The talks were educational, entertaining, friendly, and humorous. I was given a poster for pulling the oysters from the water. Another fabulous part of the cruise is that we get to barbecue the oysters and clams. The dining area for barbecue was clean, and the service was excellent for being helpful with the trash cans and charcoal. Great cruise experience for my family. Call to inquire in the morning, go to the site to swipe the order, and the Q code can be used immediately, which is super convenient. All you can eat oysters. The environment is clean. Take the dragon boat safely. The tour guide and the driving captain are kind, and the children experience the mangrove ecology, which is awesome. Eat oysters greater than take a boat greater than disembark at the sandbar mangrove, about 30 minutes, greater than oyster picking demonstration greater than return. We eat oysters first, and we also eat oysters when we come back by boat. Oysters. The ecological commentary on the LongHai was very detailed. The grilled oysters were fresh, and the service staff were warm, polite and kind. They would also help us get a ride back to the city. Highly recommended. Thumbs up emoji, thumbs up emoji, thumbs up emoji. It was a very wonderful experience. I went there with my family. My family liked the boat trip and the all-you-can-eat oyster trip very much. It increased our understanding of nature and allowed us to better understand the customs of Tainan.